So when I started making content around a year and a half ago, I never thought I'd be able to see the day where I was able to try, test, review, produce, and sell over 100 mouse pads. And with that much experience, you kind of get a feel for how mouse pads are. You get very used to certain things and how things are, like pour-on bases, rubber bases, alongside of surfaces that you've seen hundreds of times. So today we're going to be doing a roundup of 6 mouse pads that I've recently received that I couldn't really give a full dedicated review to, but I did want to go over some of them because they are cool mouse pads, but none of them were unique enough to really do a dedicated review on them. And I'm to the point where I don't really want to be reviewing stuff that I've already tried before. So we're going to go ahead and get this video started with these top 7 mouse pads that I've gotten recently and let you guys know my thoughts and opinions on all of them. So first I want to start off by saying that all of these mouse pads were sent out for review, and like I said in the intro, I wasn't too keen on doing reviews on any of them because a lot of them are, not to sound rude, but a lot of them are just clones of pads I've already tried. A couple of these options are very cool, a couple of them are very bland. So we're going to quickly go through all these mouse pads and let you know all my thoughts and opinions on all of them. So starting off, we're going to go over the InfinityMice Yao. This is a Chinese glass mouse pad coming from pretty much the manufacturer directly. They have very interesting product because on the surface it's just a black mouse pad that costs $100 and is really not easy to recommend over anything else at all. But you do have, for the price of $130, the ability to put your own artwork on it. And the surface of the mousepad is solid. I would compare it very similarly to around a Super Glide or an Empress Speed. It's really quick in your dynamic movements and really quick in your static movements, but I wouldn't put it at the same tier as the SkyPad 4.0 because that is a very, very, very fast mousepad. The pad itself doesn't have rounded edges, so I did find myself kind of getting scraped on it just a little bit, and it also has a full silicone base, so you're not going to have to worry about it moving on your desk while you're using it, and it only really moves when you're actually picking it up and putting it somewhere else. Other than that, it's a very solid glass option at $100, but I would really recommend going for the $130 option and getting your own custom artwork printed on it. I'll leave a link to this one in the description so you can check it out. Next, we're going over the Lock-On Gear Harut. I received this mouse pad around a week or two ago, and it is a very nice pad, but I wouldn't say it's unique. It's very similar to an Empress with a full silicone backing. You're getting a really nice hand-drawn art on it, which I think looks really cool, but when paired next to the Empress, you're going to look at it like, it looks too close. But I do like the performance of this mouse pad. I played very well on it. It is a balanced mouse pad with a medium, high, static, and dynamic for a glass pad. I wasn't able to put too many hours onto it, but with its price alongside its artwork, I think it's a very viable option for people looking for a balanced option coming from anything like a cloth pad. If you want something like a balanced glass pad, this is like a really nice option. I've only used it for around a week or so total, but in my time, I had no complaints with it and played very well in every game, going from Call of Duty all the way down to Rithia with Overwatch, Valorant, CSGO, everything in the middle. Next, we're going to go into a mouse pad from a company I haven't been too kind to, only because the only product I've ever reviewed from them was their Blade Y. But I did get my hands on the Blade X alongside the Cosmic Glass V1, Cosmic Glass V2, and the Hybrid Dark Cosmic, which all are fantastic mouse pads. But out of all of them, the one that I'm going to be talking about right now is going to be the Dark Cosmic. This is their newest release. This is a limited edition mouse pad, so I'm not sure if you're still able to buy it. But if you are looking at picking one up, you're going to get a very balanced control kind of feeling. It has a relatively medium low static friction alongside a medium-ish dynamic friction. You're going to be getting a fairly controlled playing experience. There's a couple things that I dislike with this mouse pad, and it's that you only get 4 little silicone feet in the corners. You're not getting a full silicone backing, even though they've promised it. I'm not sure where the full silicone backing one is or if it even exists. Second is its sizing. It's 450 by 450, which can be a little bit limiting in a lot of games. Like for me, when I'm playing games like Overwatch, and I'm doing tracking towards any flying characters like Mercy or Echo, I do find myself struggling to get that range because I play around 40 cm, and that's pretty much the entirety of the mouse pad. If you're going up and down on the mouse pad, you'll easily find yourself running out of space, especially going side to side. 450 by 450 is just not enough, in my opinion, in order to get a playable experience compared to 490 by 420 or 500 by 500. Next, we're going to go on to another Chinese brand that not many people have heard of. This is Everlast Gear. We're going over their speed option. I'm not really sure what the name of it is, but I'll put it here on screen so you guys know the actual name of the mouse pad. They sent it to me around a month ago, and it's a fantastic mouse pad, but it's not a speed mouse pad. They call it the speed pad, but when you say speed, I'm comparing it to things like the InfinityMice V2. I'm comparing it to the Ghost Guide Courage. I'm comparing it to the Raiden, the Shirenkai. Those are fast mouse pads. Those are speed pads. That's what you're expecting when you're pulling out a speed pad. When I took this one out of the box, I like the art a lot. Again, this is all hand-drawn art. I won't accept any mouse pads that are using full AI art or even art enhanced by AI. So all the art pads I will be going over will all be hand drawn. The surface is very, very, very smooth, and I was getting the control around of a Heian, where it wasn't super fast, it wasn't super slow, it was kind of like in that middle. It was like a smooth Heian. You're getting very nice low to the surface stitching alongside a full pour-on base and around a soft to mid-soft style base. This did require 6 pounds of force to push into it before we bottomed out, and that kind of means you're getting a nice amount of plushiness because it is a 4mm thick pad, and I was able to use it through a variety of games. I personally mainly play Valorant and Overwatch, so those are my two main games that I played with this mouse pad, and I found it to be perfect for both of those. But when moving into more faster paced games like Rhythia, which is a rhythm game, I found it to be absolutely perfect. Like the medium high static and dynamic didn't feel limiting at all, especially when you're making those really quick jumps like you do in Rhythia, or those tracking based things as you do in Rhythia. If you don't know what Rhythia is, I've had gameplay on the screen. This is the game that I kind of spend the most amount of time on. I love this game and I've been playing it for like 3 years. Ghost Glides released the Courage a few months back. I did end up getting the Masterpiece, which is a mouse pad that interests me from the beginning because it's just a simple black mouse pad with their branding on the bottom, and it just says not another anime pad. This might sound like a cliche thing, as if you know my Twitter feed, I post about anime a lot, and I've always been a fan of anime art styling, but I am getting tired of it, and I really do like the kind of statement piece you're getting with the Masterpiece. The only issue that I had with it was its pricing was super high. It's $65 mouse pad, but if you've tried any of Ghost Glide's mouse pads, you know they're fantastically made mouse pads. They're very well rounded alongside being paired with their skates, like the Cyclones or the Edge Runners. It's just a fantastic mouse pad. It's honestly what I've been making for the last few weeks now. It's been absolutely perfect, especially going from every game that I play with a relatively medium-ish sense. Like I said, I play 40 CM through almost every game except for Call of Duty, where I play closer like a 35, but it's all the same thing. And this mouse pad felt absolutely perfect. You're getting a high static, high dynamic, so it's going to be really fast mouse pad. It has a very similar surface weave to something like the 4114 Arrow without being an exact copy of the Arrow. The base is a little bit thinner, but it's also a little bit softer. You're getting 4.1 pounds of force before you bottom out, and that gives you a kind of plush feeling, but I wouldn't recommend using dots with it. I would personally use pad skates like these ones here on the Maya X, which has been my main mouse for around a month and a half now. Second to last is going to be the Midori Girl. This mouse pad has caused a lot of drama in our community, and if you guys know me, I hate drama. I'll never participate in drama, and I'll be absolutely quiet about anything that's happening in our scene unless it's something really, really, really bad, like the Awaken stuff that happened a few months ago on the right click. This mouse pad, I don't have an official copy of, so that's the reason why I never did a full review on it, because I really do like the copy that I have, but since it's not an official release copy, I can't talk about it in a way that would help a buyer buy it, because it might be a completely different experience from what I currently own, which has a very slow Y-axis and a relatively quick X-axis, which is getting you a kind of like odd controlled mouse pad. There's a lot of texture going on the Y-axis compared to the X-axis, and it's not something that I've seen before in a mouse pad, but when I brought it up to the Midori guy, he said that that wasn't staying like that and he's going to be changing out with a different surface. Personally, I really like the surface the way it is, but because I don't actually have the official release copy, I can't talk about the actual surface of the mouse pad, but the overall quality is very nice. You're getting very low to the surface stitching, you're getting pretty nice art. This is just a picture of his girlfriend, so if you don't like that, completely fine. I think the art looks completely fine to me, but again, I'm a fan of pretty much any art pad as long as it's not on my desk. I like solid color pads on my desk, but I like to look at art pads. This mouse pad also has a very similar base firmness to the Courage. You're getting a 4.1 pounds of force before you bottom out to the bottom, which again gives you a more like a soft to X soft style thing, but it's closer to a soft than an X soft if you're going by artisan scale. And finally, this is the mouse pad that I've been meaning to talk about for a very, very, very long time. This is the Gecko by a company I cannot pronounce, so I'll put their name on the screen, but the Gecko has been one of the mouse pads that's like a sleeper. I've had 3 of them in the time that the mouse pads have come out. I've had the original black one. I also have the Natural Customs collab alongside a Venture collab of the same mouse pad, and all of them are fantastic. This is considered a speed pad, but it ended up feeling closer to like a balanced speed. I would put it with a medium high static and a medium high dynamic, but I wouldn't put it at a very, very, very quick mouse pad like I would with the Raiden, the Shiddinkai, the Courage, anything like that. It feels really nice in hand. It has a base I've never seen before. It's using Alpha Sail, but a different SKU of it, so you're able to pretty much attach it to stuff and it just stays there. Here's a video of me pulling a car with the mouse pad, so there's that. It is an incredible pad, and I've actually had no complaints with it, except for one. It is a little bit too sticky, in my opinion. When I find myself going to readjust the mouse pad, I have to completely lift it up off my desk, find a way to adjust it the way I want it to, and then put it down, because once you put it on your desk, it's pretty much there, and it kind of sucks. You are getting a much more firmer base. This has 6.2 pounds of force before you bottom out, and I found that being absolutely perfect, especially when paired with Alpha Cell. I had no complaints with it whatsoever, and I really recommend this mouse pad if you're looking at something for speed that works for every game. But that should be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching to the end. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you guys in the next one.
You say you want it, oh baby girl, you say you want it. Baby, come get it, oh baby, yeah, you gotta get it. Hey baby girl, drop all these problems. Look at everyone who's trying harder. I don't know if I should try harder, cause you're the only one I want.